privilege to be with you this morning. I've been communicating with Pastor Aaron and feel like that I know you. Isn't it exciting that no matter where we go, that we can be brothers and sisters and we can come together? I love that song that we sang. I love Marching to Zion, but also the one that it's a journey. And in the journey, there are going to be heartaches and trials and bumps and bruises along the way. When I talk to you about For LaGonave, which is our heart and what we do in Haiti, I think about it as sometimes in my mind an unintentional ministry, which sounds like a contradiction. But just to back up and give a little history, when I was 25 years old, I went with my family, my two young boys, to the jungles of South America and spent 2 years there as a short-term missionary. And there, it was very difficult. I went from the suburbs to living in a grass roof hut and sleeping in hammocks. And I thought, Lord, I didn't go to college for this, but I did. And then I remember when we returned, our mission board said, we have a place in Haiti that we'd like you to go. And I'm like, more thatched roof huts and more hammocks. And I'm washing my clothes in the river. And I prayed very specifically. I said, Lord, I'm willing to go wherever you lead me, but I would ask that you give me a love for the place that I go. And I do remember the first time I set my foot on the soil in Haiti in 1976 with 3 boys at this time. The minute my foot touched Haiti, I was home. And he answered my prayer, and I had a love affair with this country since 1976, and I'm old. The unintentional ministry, we were missionaries there for quite a long time. And Matt, our middle son, the children of the father of the module, was our middle son there. And in his heart as well, the Lord gave a great love for this country. The other 2 boys liked it, they were happy with it, but they still couldn't wait to get home to McDonald's. But the middle son traveled the breadth of the country on his donkey, ministering to people, his adults, and it was just a wonderful thing to see that in his heart. And then when he became an adult and became a pastor in a Presbyterian church, the Lord called him back to Haiti, and he still had that love for it. And I was excited that he was going back. I was also working in Haiti at that time, and it was, I was like, this is wonderful. I have loved this country so long, and it was so exciting to me to see the love that he had for the country and how God used him there. And then one morning, I get a call that he's been in a motorcycle accident. And then I get a call around noon that he's gone to be with the Lord. The journey is hard. And I do remember that morning thinking, the Lord giveth, and the Lord taketh away, but I will still bless the name of the Lord. So as we went to Haiti and did all the things that had to be done in that, I remember my husband went back with me in a month to help pack up the house and send all their belongings home. And I remember distinctly sitting up on the balcony of their home saying to my husband, my love affair with this country is over. I've given it all I've got, but it's done. And I remember him looking at me saying, Haiti's not what you do, it's who you are. It will never be over. But in my heart, I wanted it over. I wanted it over. Well, in all of that, our family, I have 2 other sons, and then Shannon and the children, and Dempsey came along, just grabbed hold and went with us. We began to think what we would do in the memory of Matt that would please him and honor Christ. He had a heart to educate the children of Haiti at the churches in Haiti. He wanted a school at every church. So as a family, we prayed together and we decided that God would have us go back and begin a school. So a place was chosen, one of the churches, and we went there. I remember both my other sons, Andrew, who was only 11 at that time, that we went together and we traveled to Haiti to tell them that this was what we had decided to do in the memory of Pastor Matt. And as we got ready to leave, little groups from all the other churches came to say, but we need a school too. And we knew that, but we knew as a family we only had the resources for one school. And I remember telling them, and it was a difficult thing, we don't have the resources, but we'll pray and you pray, and let's see what God will do. And within 6 months after that, people had come to us, giving us, telling us, saying, what can we do? We understand you're doing something in Haiti. So at the end of that time, we had enough support to begin a school at all 4 churches. So, and Hope for LaGonave began. It was unintentional. We didn't even have a name. We were just a family. And we so, at the beginning of this ministry, we're looking in Proverbs 16:9 came, the heart of man plans his way, but the Lord establishes his steps. We didn't even have a plan, guys, but then the Lord gave us a plan. But we never intended it to be what it is, but the Lord did. And now we have 400 students, and we have 4 schools, and we just built a home for a lady who has 8 children who's never had a home. But our heart and our goal, as we believe Christ has shown us, is to educate these children, give them a Christian education, teach them God's Word, teach them to read, teach them to write, so they can know and read the Scriptures for themselves. It has been, in so many ways, an unintentional ministry, but it is a ministry born out of the heart of sorrow, but it has been born all the same by a God who directs the steps of his children. And I thank you. I thank you for the opportunity to come and share with you. I thank you, Pastor Aaron, for the interest of this church. And we do pray for you as we do invite people to get engaged. You know, many things are done unintentionally, but it is my contention that we need to be very intentional about doing what God calls us to do. And it is not easy. Please believe me, it is not easy. But one of these days, it will be.